everybody, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today we're going to be making a really fun but really easy wreath, and we're going to do it using Deco mesh. So if you don't know what Deco mesh is, I believe Deco stands for decorative, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's decorative mesh that comes on a roll like this, and what I love about this one here is you'll be able to leave this up past the holidays or past Christmas because it has a snowflake pattern, so it's not really holiday or Christmas themed. Anyway, before we get started, if this is your first time here, my name is Cheri, and if you love food, fun, crafts, that sort of thing like I do, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss anything. All right, so I've done a lot of different wreaths over the last couple of years. I've done, I don't know, a Halloween, a Valentine. I did like a St. Patrick's Day swag last year. Anyway, until this week, I had not worked with the Deco mesh yet. And so I happened to get it at Joann's because it was on sale, buy one, get 3 free. And I think this row was 10 bucks. This roll was $10. So it made these $2.50 each. So I was able to make, and then of course your frame comes from Dollar Tree for $1. So not including this stuff, which a lot of this stuff I kind of pulled off like my Christmas tree, like this was an ornament, different things like that, or, you know, not including this wreath only cost $6, and the same is going to go for this. So I saw several different videos online, and I think it was DIY Dion is where I found this. So thank you, because it made it really, really simple. I had all of this put on probably less than 15 minutes, and then probably the same for this. So really it took less than 30 minutes. I think it turned out really, really cute. So that's why I wanted to come on and show you guys. And we don't need a bunch of pipe cleaners like I've seen some videos. We just need 2 little zip ties like this. And if you don't have zip ties, you can probably use pipe cleaners. And so we're going to have the wreath facing us. So the rounded side is going to be up. And we want our Deco mesh to be facing up. And we're going to roll it out just a little bit. I probably should come this way just a little bit. So we're going to roll this out. And then we're going to bring it underneath. And my wreath has, or my wire frame has a little cut in it. I probably did that. I don't know how, but I don't think it'll matter when we get to that. So what I'm going to do is just kind of wrinkle this up here. And then get my little zip tie. See if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go right around that. So I'm going to get it started. I'm going to pull this so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I'm going to wrinkle this up again. And we're going to put it right in there. Get my scissors out of the way. All right, and then once I've got it pulled all the way through, I'm missing a part there. Get under there, there we go. So once I've got it all the way through, I'm just going to pull this really nice and tight. So you should only need 2 zip ties, one at the beginning and one at the end. I'm going to trim that down. And now all we're going to do, I'm actually just going to let this fall into the floor. I did sweep the floor yesterday, so it's not too dirty. All right, so now I just want to take this and run it right up through here and pull it up to about, I don't know, about the length of my fingers, right like that. And then we're going to go to the next one here. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull it up to about the length of my fingers. And then we're going to go to the third one. Do the same thing. So see how easy that is? So there's 3 on there. In between each bar, we're going to do 3 across and then 3 down. So each one should have 9. So I'm going to go back up to the first one again. And then we're going to go to the second one. And to the third one. There we go. And then back up to the first one again. And the second one. And the third one. And And then when we reach this bar, we're just going to skip right on over that and go back up to the top again. And we're just going to keep doing this all the way till we get to the end. So all the way around. Actually, I'll stop before then because I'm going to run out on this roll. I'll have to show you how to connect these two together. Okay, so I'm at the end of the first roll, and I have just enough here to do the third one. And I had to go back and redo these. I guess I made my poofs too big. I had run out and didn't have enough to do 3 in this section. So I just went back and pulled them just a little bit tighter. So I'm at the end here now. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the other roll of mesh. And I decided I am going to save these little tubes. They're pretty sturdy. I'm wondering if I can wrap these in aluminum foil and use them to make like molds for like cannolis or like cream horns. I have some puff pastry and I thought it might be fun to try to use those for that. To make some cream horns. I love cream horns. You guys know what I'm talking about? All right, so this is the way she connected them. Instead of tying this off and then tying this on, we're just going to put these together like so. One on top of the other, and then we're going to use a zip tie. So I lied. I said you needed 2 zip ties, one for the beginning, one for the end. You actually need 3 because you'll need to connect. And that's if you use the same size or same amount of Deco mesh. So this one had 18 feet on each roll, but I know I've seen some that had like 30 feet. So it probably depends on where you buy it. If you get it, I got mine at Joann's because they had a really good sale, like I said. But you know, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, I'm guessing you can get this on Amazon too. I'm just going to pull this really tight. There we go. And then trim it. I just want to make sure I had it on the right side up. Okay, so now I'm going to pull the last one through here. There we go. And try to make sure this piece stays right where our zip tie is. So then we're going to go back up again. And we are just going to continue on just like we did before till we get all the way back around to where we started. Okay, so I'm all the way down to the last little loop here. So we're going to put this in here. And the weird thing is, I feel like I made them a little bigger on this side than this side, and I had extra, and I was running short over there. So I don't know if they shorted me or... But anyway, I think once you get it all put together, you don't have to be too picky about, you know, the loops being too small or too big. It'll all kind of blend together. But I am going to go ahead and trim off. Actually, let's attach it first. So I have another zip tie here. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on the left side of this little bar here. And I'm going to get it started by pulling it tight. And I think I'll go ahead and trim this off. And then we will take this, put it inside that little loop. And I probably should have did that to the inside instead of the outside. Like I said, I'm not an expert or anything. I just saw it and thought it looked fun. All right, I do not want to cut my other scissors. Lost my other scissors. All right, I don't want to cut that. That's my fabric scissors, so I'll use my wire cutters. There we go. Okay, so we're going to flip it over. And from here, we're going to go through and we're going to start pulling out all of our loops and make it really nice and full. So I think I will start from the outside and just kind of go from there. And as I go, try to make sure that when I'm pulling it, because the one side is a little bit duller than this side. I'm not sure if you can tell. Probably if you look here, how it looks dull compared to over here. So as I'm pulling them, I want to make sure I'm pulling to the side that's going to bring that pattern forward. So I think I'm just going to work on the back row, and I'm going to go all the way around and pull these real quick. Okay, I think that was the last one. So you can see how the outer ring looks a little bit fuller now. So now I'm going to move to the center, and we're going to go and pull these all real nice and tight. Going all the way around until I come back to where I started. All right, I think that's all of those. So now I'm going to go to the center and same thing again. All right, so I got it all finished. I do think one of those rolls, one was like longer than the other, because I swear this was the section I was trying to make smaller as far as the little loops, because I had run out and I had extra. I don't know. I don't remember. All I know is this side is a little bit smaller than this side. This one's a little bit fuller, but that's okay. So I think the smaller piece up here, I think this will be the top and this will be the bottom. So I'm going to lay it like this facing me. So this is going to be the bottom of my wreath. And then I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. Same as what I did on this one. So this was like an ornament for my tree. This was like a little spray of pine cones. This actually did come off the Christmas tree. I clipped it with wire clippers. This was an ornament and then a bow and a little more foliage that I probably pulled out of some sort of arrangement somewhere. So I'm going to move this one aside. And this is what I've grabbed for this one. So kind of some pastel color flowers. I haven't really decided yet, but I really kind of like the lighter colors on this one. And I grabbed some of this. I'll show you what I got here. And this, I don't even know why I have this out here because I'm probably going to make a mess with it. I love this thing. My girlfriend gave me this, and I had it wrapped around a candle holder, and I love how all these little things stick up. And I might still put this on here because I really like it. And I've had it on several different things, and every time I move it from one thing and I take it off to make something else, it gets a little more and more tangly. But I like how it just kind of gives it a whimsical look, you know. So I may, we'll move that aside for right now. Let's take a look at some of these flowers. And what I like to do is kind of pop them off and then see if I like it. Then I had these little ornaments. So they came 6 to a pack. They were at the Dollar Tree. And I just took the little thing out. I thought those might be cute glued on here. I have a couple of little wire pieces. So these were ornaments that I just cut the little twine that it was hanging by. Peace and hope. And then this one I found at, I thought this one might be really cute. This one I found at Dollar General the other day for $1. And I'm thinking I might not even have to trim it. I might be able to like hide it down in here like this. I don't know. Might have to trim it though, but I might have to get my husband to do that. I'm not sure my wire cutters will cut that. Let's see. I do really like the Noel though. I don't think it'll pop off of here. Oh, it did. Look at that. I got lucky. I do think I like this. So I think we'll put this on here. I don't like that bright pink. I don't like that. This I think is pretty. It adds just a little bit of greenery without being too like bold on the green, I guess. Ooh, I love this. I love this with it. So this is like my process. I just kind of pull stuff out, see if I like it, and I'll pull these right off the ends. And then that way I can glue them on individually. I'm thinking I do like these little flowers though. So I'm just going to pull all of these off. I think I like this, but I still like this. I definitely like this because it helps. This is going to help tie these flowers in. So this I'm unsure about. And I think this is probably too much. I don't know, maybe one at the end. I'm going to toss 2 of those over there, maybe keep one. I know I don't need these. And I said I didn't want this pink flower. So this was an ornament I had from a couple of years ago. Actually, it was 2 ornaments. It was this, and then I glued them together, and I had them hanging in the window, which I thought was cute. Kind of disappears on there, so I'm going to say no. Here's a bunch more little ornaments. I was going to hang these from the ceiling, and I just hadn't gotten around to it yet, so... Ooh, I kind of like how that shows up on there, though. I think I'm going to keep it with a softer look. I think that is a little bright, and I do like it, but I don't think I would pair this with these. So I'm going to toss this stuff back in here. Toss that aside. What else have we got here? We don't need that. Just throwing everything out of the way. We don't need these. How about these little guys? I always love stuff like this. It looks like little balls. I always think it just like gives it a touch of whimsy. So let's kind of get a base going here. I think like that. All right, so I'm just going to use my glue gun, and I'm going to put the glue on the very end. And I'm going to tuck it way down in there. And I'm going to use my little wire snips to push it down in there. And then same thing with this one. And a lot of times I'll work side to side. So I'll do a couple over there just so that I know that I'm kind of keeping it balanced as I go and I'm not getting like off kilter. And then if I see that it's like sticking up too far like this, I might just go a little bit of glue right there and kind of hold that down. Okay, now I'm going to see how many flowers I need. Oh, look, these have these little things on them too. Kind of matches that, doesn't it? All right, so I'm just going to pull the flowers off for right now. See how many we want. I'm going to go ahead and pull all these off. Oh, look at these little powdery puff things. Those are cute. I like those. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. We're just going to get a little bit of glue on the base. Tuck it down in there. That one might already be stuck to some glue. And a little bit here. So I'm going to hold it up and take a look at it real quick. And I kind of like mine, instead of the flowers being like right at the bottom, I kind of like it off center. Whoops, I got a flower falling out. There we go. Kind of off to the side like that. All right, so I like that. I'm thinking maybe the Noel could go here. Maybe this needs a bow. I don't know. I don't always put ribbons on everything though. I think I'm going to leave that up here. Maybe less is more. I don't know. My motto has always been too much is never enough. So let's see. Let's start to add some of this in here. I'm not sure if I want any more flowers. Ooh. So what I'm doing now is kind of just, you know, every couple of inches, I'm just kind of tucking one of these in. Almost as if it's growing out of it. And that one's backwards because I can't see the... No, it isn't. It's like I can't see the glitter on it. There we go. And before I run out of these, I'm going to go and add some on this side. So what do we have left? I like these little pom-pom things. I think those would look cute in there. Let's cut this off. Yes, those are really cute in there. So we'll put a little bit of glue on here. I guess we need to add it on this side to make this all nice and even. Okay. Now, let's see. Do we want to add any of this? Maybe. Let's take a tiny piece off and see what we think. Put some glue on that. And I was going to add a ribbon, but I'm not sure that I am. I like it without it. But, you know, 2 weeks from now, I might decide I want a ribbon and put it on there. Let's cut a couple more of these. And these are just things that I have found at the Dollar Tree. They're just like, you know, in the floral section with the flowers. And I like to save everything and I like to use everything. So even the teeniest, tiniest pieces, say I wouldn't have put that in there, I would have saved that for something else. Just like this, I will save that. I save everything. I feel like my flowers are squished together, like it might need a little bit more flowers. But it's too late now because I have all this other stuff crammed on here. So I'm just going to go and grab my glue gun, run some glue along the back of this. And I tell you what I might do if this glue doesn't hold. I might have to end up wiring this later on here. But for now, we're going to glue it and see what happens. Press that into there. Turn off my glue gun. So all in all, I know it's been less than 30 minutes, but I think it took about 10-12 minutes to get all the Deco mesh on. And then, well, you guys seen how long it took me to mess around with this. And I'll probably cut some of the footage out because I'll just be standing here not talking, maybe trying to figure out where I want things to go. But it has been less than 30 minutes. So I think this is super cute, super fun, super affordable. I mean, that was one thing of, maybe 2 things of flowers. Those came with it. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 different like little sprays or, you know, twigs or whatever from the floral section at Dollar Tree. So what did I say, like 5, 6, 7? I mean, this was definitely less than $15. I think it's gorgeous. I mean, I think you would pay probably 65 on up maybe for this. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I don't sell the wreaths. I should though. Anybody want to buy it? All right. Anyway, so that's the video for today. I think tomorrow we're going to be making some cookies. It is that time of year. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.